We welcome you back to VA Memorial Stadium. Top of the second, moments away here from the VA.
Third baseman, number 12, Tanner Thompson.
3 up, 3 down. Top half of the first inning for Caden Moonstone. Cleanup man Tanner Thompson will lead things off for the Vikings here in the top of the second. Rest of the due-up for Symmes Valley, Randy Atkins and Xander Hearn. Oh, 0-2 pitch, lined left side. Nice backhand by Rhodes. Throw onto first. A one-hopper to Applegate. He can't bring it in. So the leadoff man aboard for the Vikings for the second consecutive inning.
Right fielder, number 4, Randy Atkins.
So the right fielder, Randy Atkins, a 1-1 count, make that 1-2. Fastball from Moonstone in there for a called strike. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Atkins. Leadoff man and Tanner Thompson aboard. 1-2 pitch, a swinging bunt. Fielded by Clift. He'll throw over to first base for the first out of the inning as Thompson advances 90 feet to second base. A good old 2-3 putout.
Xander Hearn.
So now the first baseman, Xander Hearn. Hearn just 7 for 39 here in 2024. 179 batting average for the sophomore. Still a pair of extra base hits for Hearn along with 10 RBI. One pitch off speed from Moonstone. Swung on and missed by Hearn. Now 1 ball and 1 strike to the Vikings first baseman. 1-2 pitch popped up straight back and out of play. That'll keep the count at 1-2. One-two pitch, another off-speed from Moonstone. Once again fanned at by Hearn for the 3rd strike of the at-bat. 2 down.
Left fielder, number 5, Mason Stevenson.
So Mason Stevenson now with a 300 batting average, 1 man in scoring position with 2 down. One pitch chopped left side and foul now. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Mason Stevenson. Center fielder Grady Holland and designated hitter Zane Wilson. The next 2 batters up for the Vikings, then it's back to the top of the order for Symmes Valley. 1-2 from Moonstone. On the outside corner, strike 3. Back-to-back Ks. for Caden Moonstones. Another spotless half inning of work for the senior. We'll take a quick break. You're watching Ohio High School Baseball on Southern Ohio Sports Authority, presented by OhioHealth.
There's not a Par-Mar store near you now, there will be soon. That's the slogan, and that's what we believe at Par-Mar stores. From groceries to gas and all the other stuff you need, Par-Mar has it. Download the Par-Mar app for even more savings, and don't forget the Par-Mar rewards card too. We also believe in being a big part of your community, so look for us at the ball game or wherever you are. Shop us today, like us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and remember, if there's not a Par-Mar store near you now, there will be soon.
This presentation of high school sports on Southern Ohio Sports Authority is brought to you in part by your local McDonald's. McDonald's proudly supports all area athletes again this season. Visit your local McDonald's in Chillicothe, Circleville, Greenfield, and Waverly. And be sure to check out SOSA's newly relaunched podcast, Overtime, presented by McDonald's.
We welcome you back to VA Memorial Stadium. 2-0 lead for Whiteoak after 1.5 innings here at the VA. Second time at the dish for the Wildcats this afternoon coming up.
Leading off for Whiteoak, the first baseman, number 30, Jason Applegate.
It'll be the 7-8-9 for the Wildcats this half inning. First baseman Jason Applegate will lead things off for the Wildcats. First pitch to Applegate, up and in, 1-0 to begin the plate appearance for the first baseman. Center fielder Isaiah Clift and right fielder Cameron Storms the rest of the dude-up for Whiteoak this inning. Applegate, a junior, just 6 for 40 here in 2024. Off-speed offering on the 2-0 from Tanner Korn out of the zone. 3 balls and no strikes to the leadoff man, Jason Applegate. .3-0 pitch upstairs. Leadoff man aboard for Whiteoak.
Center fielder, number 17, Isaiah Clift.
So now the center fielder, Isaiah Clift. Second consecutive inning, the leadoff man for Whiteoak has reached first base safely. .0-1 pitch, swung on and missed, now 0-2. The count to the batter, Isaiah Clift. Relatively chilly day here at the VA, especially in consideration of what we've had as of late. Not a whole lot of wind as the American flag in right center field remains still. Quick throw over by Korn. Applegate back in time. One-two offering from Tanner Korn. So 2 balls and 2 strikes, the count to the batter, Isaiah Clift. Right fielder Cameron Storms awaits on deck. Here's a 2-2. Applegate off from first, throw from Jones to second base, in there and plenty of time. But Luke Neese has trouble with the reception. So Applegate up 90 feet. There was a strikeout at the plate by Cliff.
Storms.
So more or less a sacrifice for Isaiah Clift. So now a runner in scoring position with one out for Cameron Storms. Storms, a junior, batting 103. Fans at the 0-1 offering from Tanner Korn. Now 0-2, the count to the batter, Cameron Storms. Top of the lineup in shortstop, Xander Rhodes on deck for Whiteoak. Oh, 2 pitch, swung on and missed for the second out of the inning. Second strikeout this inning as well for Tanner Korn. So now Tanner Korn will start his second trip through the batting lineup here in the bottom of the second inning. Rhodes, a single an inning ago, lifts the first pitch he sees into straightaway left field. Mason Stevenson brings it in for the third out of the inning. Spotless inning of work for Tanner Korn. We'll take a quick break. Whiteoak remains out in front 2-0 as we head to the top of the third. You're watching Ohio High School Baseball on Southern Ohio Sports Authority, presented by OhioHealth.
Williams has transferred to Wendy's for the new loaded nacho cheeseburger.
This burger's my inspiration, and I just hope to inspire you.
Oh, you have inspired us.
Thought we were doing names on the headband.
Get it together. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's new loaded nacho cheeseburger.
Richer. Countless nights in the garage. 8 shiny new pistons. 1 very happy 16-year-old granddaughter. And 2 years since starting cancer treatment at OhioHealth.
Glo Fiber is now in Ohio. And with gig speed fiber internet, we're keeping things real. As in real, reliable speeds. Real people who really want to talk to you. Not to mention, real simple pricing. Switch to Glo Fiber today to get real fast, real reliable fiber internet and your first month free. Glo Fiber is here. Welcome to Glo Ohio. Call 1-833-WANT-GLO or visit glofiber.com to switch today.
We welcome you back to VA Memorial Stadium. Both teams strand a runner in the second inning, but no runs scored as it remains a 2-0 lead as Whiteoak plated 2 runs in their half of the first inning. Center fielder Grady Holland will lead the third inning off for the Vikings. Zane Wilson and Luke Neese, the rest of the due-up for Symmes Valley. Caden Moonstone out for another half inning of work for head coach Chris Veit. Through 7 batters, Moonstone 1 hit, no runs. Nothing in 2, the count to the leadoff man, Grady Holland. 0-2 pitch from Moonstone in there, strike 3 call. Leadoff man retired for Symmes Valley.
The designated hitter, number 2, Zane Wilson.
Going back to the last half inning, I should say, the last full inning of go, the last half inning of work for Caden Moonstone. 3 consecutive strikeouts for the senior. 4th altogether through 8 batters. 1-1 the count to the designated hitter, Zane Wilson. Say anytime you can strike out 50% of the batters you faced at any time is a pretty good thing for the betterment of the team. So 2 balls and 2 strikes now for Zane Wilson. Leadoff man Luke Neese awaits on deck. 2-2 on the way. In there. Strike 3 called. 4 consecutive strikeouts for Moonstone.
Now batting the shortstop, number 24, Luke Neese.
Make it 5 on the day for the senior. Luke Neese walked to begin the contest back in the top of the first. Eventually caught stealing by Dakota Clift behind the plate. .1-0 pitch to left field, fading foul. Evens the count at 1 ball and 1 strike to the Vikings shortstop, Luke Neese. Only hit through the first time around the lineup for Symmes Valley from the third baseman, Tanner Thompson. Here's the 1-1 from Moonstone. Two-one pitch fouled straight back. The count is even once again, this time at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Moonstone looking to retire his 6th consecutive batter. 2-2 pitch downstairs. The count is now full. Out of the windup, the payoff pitch from Moonstone. Swung on and missed. The senior fans the side as Symmes Valley goes down in order. 5 consecutive Ks for Moonstone going back to the 2nd inning. We'll take a quick break. You're watching Ohio High School Baseball on Southern Ohio Sports Authority, presented by OhioHealth.
Mark. 6 months of training. 8 miles to go. A 3-way tie for almost last place. And 3 years since he and his team at OhioHealth left cancer in the dust.
Hey, Mike Glockner here from the Glockner family of dealerships. Want to talk to you about our express service that we offer at every Glockner location. Did you know that you don't need an appointment if you need a routine service done to your vehicle? All you have to do is show up. No appointment necessary. Stop by and let us serve you at any Glockner location today.
We welcome you back to VA Memorial Stadium. 2-0 lead for Whiteoak here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Due up for the Wildcats here this inning. It'll be Caden Moonstone, Eli Roberts, and Jacob Kiley. What an outing it has been thus far for Caden Moonstone. 3 innings pitched, no runs, just 1 hit, along with 6 strikeouts. He's retired the last 6 batters he's faced, 5 via strikeout. He'll lead things off this half inning for Whiteoak. A sub-1 ERA for the senior. Through 24 1/3 innings pitched here in 2024. Breaking ball from Tanner Korn on the 0-1 offering in there for a called strike. Now 0-2. Oh, 0-2 pitch, low and away. Now 1 ball and 2 strikes. The count to Caden Moonstone. One-two pitch, gets past the pitcher, Korn. Neese moving in, can't make the play. Leadoff man aboard for Whiteoak.
Now batting second baseman number 8, Eli Roberts.
So now the second team all-district selection in Division 4 from last season, Eli Roberts. Quick throw over by Korn, not in time to get Moonstone. Roberts an RBI single back in the first. Another throw over to first base. Moonstone back in safely. Roberts batting .364. 4 extra base hits along with a home run, 16 total hits and 12 RBI. 0-1 from Korn as Moonstone takes off from first base, pitches into the turf. So Moonstone will advance 90 feet successfully. Leadoff man now in scoring position, still nobody out for Eli Roberts. One on the way. Back-to-back pitches get away from Will Jones. Caden Moonstone now to third base. Still nobody out here in the bottom of the third. So 3 balls and 1 strike, the count to Eli Roberts. Insurance run awaits at third base. 3-1 from Korn, lifted down the right field line, fading foul. Count is now full, 3 balls and 2 strikes to the Wildcats second baseman. The DH, Jacob Kiley, on deck for Whiteoak. 3-2 popped straight back and out of play. Another 3-2 from Tanner Korn. This one upstairs, a hard-earned walk for Eli Roberts. His second time reaching base safely.
Number 18, Jacob Kiley.
Now runners on the corners, nobody out for Jacob Kiley. He grounded out to short back in the first inning. Roberts off on the first pitch. Jones, not a clean transfer, so no throw to either bag. As Roberts moves up to second base, both runners in scoring position for Kiley. First baseman Xander Hearn creeps in from first, actually both corners in, as well as Tanner Thompson moves into the grass. One pitch bounced down the first base line, foul. 1 ball and 2 strikes, the count to Jacob Kiley. And you talk about Whiteoak baseball, it's hard to go without mentioning head coach Chris Veit. 32 years under his belt in Mauricetown, 33rd year underway. Three-time Hall of Famer is Veit, inducted into the Southeast District Coaches Association Hall of Fame in 2014, inducted into the Logan High School Athletic Hall of Fame in 2023, and recently part of the 49th class to be inducted into the Ohio High School Baseball Coaches Association Hall of Fame. As Kiley grounds out to short, that'll allow Moonstone to come home and score. The lead is now up to 3 for Whiteoak.
The catcher, number 22, Dakota Cliff.
It looks like Kiley called safe at first base, so runners on the corners, still nobody out for the catcher, Dakota Clift. Dakota Clift also an RBI single back in the first inning. Kiley takes off from first base as Korn steps off the mound. Kiley to second base successfully. Now Roberts caught in a rundown. Roberts advancing home, throw nearly gets away from the catcher Jones. He's able to make the tag as the home plate umpire signals out. So as it stands, a great play at the plate by the first team all-district selection in Division IV, Will Jones. Chris Vine comes down the line for a discussion with our home plate umpire. Brief discussion at that as the out call was a bit late. It was hard to tell from up in the box, but nonetheless, it will be the first out of the inning for Symmes Valley, and that'll keep another run off the board for the Wildcats as their lead remains at 3. As they lead 3-0, Dakota Clift calls time in the box. 0-1 the count to the Wildcat catcher. Two balls and one strike, the count to Dakota Clift. Out of the stretch, the 2-1. Fastball on the inside corner. That'll even the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes to Clift. Third baseman Jonah Michael waiting on deck for the Wildcats. Runner in scoring position, 1 out, 2-2 the count. Fastball upstairs, the count is now full to Dakota Clift. Through 32 years thus far for head coach Chris Veit. 16 sectionals, 4 districts, and 1 regional title. Advancing to the Final Four in 2018. Payoff pitch in there for a called strike for the second out of the inning.
The third baseman, number 27, Jonah Michael.
Third strikeout today for Tanner Korn. Veit, a 5-time SHAC Coach of the Year, also a 9-time Southeast District Coach of the Year. Oh, 1 pitch lined into right field. It will fade foul. Push the count to 0-2 to the third baseman, Jonah Michael. Also, since Chris Veit became the head coach in Maureystown, their home baseball field since 1992 has been named Southeast District Field of the Year 20 times. 0-2 pitch misses upstairs, now 1-2. Two balls and 2 strikes to Michael. 2-2 on the way. Bounced right side, fielded by Stroh. Has trouble with it, won't be able to make the play over to first base.
The first baseman, number 30, Jason Applegate.
Third error this afternoon for the Viking defense. Now runners on the corners with 2 outs as the first baseman, Jason Applegate, strides in for his second plate appearance this afternoon. 0-1 pinch, sit into shallow left field, down the line, fading foul. Diving effort from Mason Stevenson, not enough as he laid out. Unable to bring it in, that'll push the count to 0-2 for the first baseman, Jason Applegate. Runners on first and third, 2 outs, 0-2 the count. Michael taking off from first base, pitches high to Applegate. That'll push the count to 1-2 with both runners now in scoring position for Whiteoak. Applegate drawing a walk an inning ago. One, two now from Tanner Korn. Swung on and missed. Fourth strikeout overall, second in the inning for Tanner Korn as we head to the top of the fourth. Whiteoak adds one more run on as their lead is extended to 3. As we're going to head to the visiting half of the fourth inning here at VA Memorial Stadium. We'll take a quick break. You're watching Ohio High School Baseball on Southern Ohio Sports Authority, presented by OhioHealth.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by Willie & Son Trucking. Willie & Son Trucking has been a proud supporter of local student athletes, coaches, and athletic programs throughout its history. Be sure to look out for the Shack Athlete of the Week presented by Willie & Son Trucking each week at SOSAOhio.com.
Kimberly. Tons of practice. One chop away from a black belt. 7 of the best sidekicks. And 5 years since her cancer diagnosis at OhioHealth.
We welcome you back to VA Memorial Stadium. Whiteoak stranding 2 runners in the bottom of the third inning, but also adding on an insurance run as their lead was extended to 3 after plating 2 runs in their first trip to the dish back in the home half of the first inning.
Leading off for Symmes Valley, the catcher, number 25, Will Jones.
Now Symmes Valley, who has been held to just 1 hit through the team's first 10 batters. The catcher, Will Jones, will lead things off. Tanner Korn and Tanner Thompson, the rest of the do-up for Symmes Valley. Will Jones down on strikes in the first inning. Now down in the hole, 0-2. As he begins his second plate appearance this afternoon. Fastball upstairs, now 1-2. Jones, a first-team All-SOC 1 and All-District selection a season ago, as well as a first-team All-SOC 2 selection in the winter as he's down on strikes for the second time. 6 consecutive strikeouts for Caden Moonstone. 7th overall this afternoon for the senior, as he records the first out of the 4th inning. Has been untouchable thus far. 1-0 pitch sent right back to Moonstone. Little PFP action, flips it over to Applegate at first base for the second out of the inning.
The third baseman, number 12, Tanner Thompson.
So now the third baseman, Tanner Thompson. Thompson thus far the only base hit for the Vikings. First pitch swinging, fouls it straight back and out of play. Breaking ball misses upstairs. Now 1 ball and 1 strike to the third baseman, Thompson. Fastball just misses on the inside corner now. 2 balls and 1 strike, 2 outs. Third baseman Tanner Thompson at the dish. The right fielder Randy Atkins awaits on deck. 3-1 from Moonstone in there for a called strike. The count is now full. Payoff pitch, swung on and missed. No runs, 1 hit, 8 strikeouts for the senior through 4 innings of work as we head to the home half of the 4th. 3-0 lead for Whiteoak. We'll take a quick break. You're watching Ohio High School Baseball on Southern Ohio Sports Authority, presented by OhioHealth.
Williams has transferred to Wendy's for the new loaded nacho cheeseburger.
This burger's my inspiration, and I just hope to inspire you.
Oh, you have inspired us.
Thought we were doing names on the headband.
Get it together. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's new loaded nacho cheeseburger.
Richer. Countless nights in the garage. 8 shiny new pistons. 1 very happy 16-year-old granddaughter. And 2 years since starting cancer treatment at OhioHealth.
Glow Fiber is now in Ohio. And with gig speed fiber internet, we're keeping things real. As in real reliable speeds. Real people who really want to talk to you. Not to mention, real simple pricing. Switch to Glow Fiber today to get real fast, real reliable fiber internet and your first month free. Glow Fiber is here.
So Isaiah Clift on board with an E7. Leadoff man aboard for the Wildcats for the 4th consecutive inning. Clift off from first, throw down from Jones is in time to nab Isaiah Clift, 1 away. So now the right fielder Cameron Storms with nobody on, 1 out. It's a single in the first inning by Xander Rhodes. A walk for Applegate. And a reach on air by Moonstone back in the 3rd inning. Two balls and 1 strike to Cameron Storms. Breaking ball on the 2-1 in there for a called strike, now 2-2. Relatively big games within each team's conference coming up here in the next 3 or 4 days as Symmes Valley will head back home and take on Eastern tomorrow night before taking on Oak Hill next Monday as the payoff pitch is swung on and missed by Cameron Storms. 2 away.
Shortstop, number 23, Xander Rhodes.
And then for Whiteoak, arguably their biggest game of the season tomorrow night, as they'll have their rematch with Fairfield, who they lost to 2-0 back on April 13th. Whiteoak and Fairfield knotted up in first place in the Shack 1, both with a 7-2 record within the conference. Another league contest for Whiteoak the night after on Friday as they'll head down to Ripley. For Symmes Valley, 7-1 in the SOC 2 in second place, just behind Oak Hill, who is 8-0. It'll be the second meeting between the two teams. Oak Hill taking the first matchup 4-3 in 8 innings 2 weeks ago on April 10th. The Vikings will get their rematch in Willowwood next Monday. Three balls and 1 strike, the count to the shortstop, Xander Rhodes. Rhodes 1 for 2 with a single in the first. (3-1) from Tanner Korn. On the outside corner, a called strike. Now the count is full. 3 balls and 2 strikes to Rhodes. (3-2) pitch lined into shallow right field. That'll drop in for a 2-out single. Second base hit this afternoon for Xander Rhodes.
The pitcher, number 6, Caden Moonstone.
Rhodes now 2 for 3. So Caden Moonstone, and now a chance to aid his own cause with a man aboard and 2 outs here in the 4th. Second baseman Eli Roberts awaiting on deck for the Wildcats. Quick throw over to first base. Rhodes back in safely. Rhodes takes off from first base. Korn's pitch to the plate, a called strike as Rhodes takes second base successfully. So 1 ball and 1 strike to Caden Moonstone. 2 outs here in the 4th inning. Runner in scoring position as Rhodes is at second base. Quick throw to second, a snap throw from Tanner Korn. Not in time as Rhodes is back in safely once again. The count remains at 1 ball and 2 strikes to Moonstone. From the stretch, Korn delivers the 1-2 pitch. It's lined into straightaway center field. Grady Holland will make the grab for the 3rd out of the inning. A spotless half inning of work for Tanner Korn. Whiteoak still remains out in front 3-0 as we head to the top of the 5th here at the VA. We'll take a quick break. You're watching Ohio High School Baseball on Southern Ohio Sports Authority, presented by OhioHealth.
Mark. 6 months of training. 8 miles to go. A 3-way tie for almost last place. And 3 years since he and his team at OhioHealth left cancer in the dust.
Hey, Mike Glockner here from the Glockner family of dealerships. Want to talk to you about our express service that we offer at every Glockner location. Did you know that you don't need an appointment if you need a routine service done to your vehicle? All you have to do is show up. No appointment necessary. Stop by and let us serve you at any Glockner location today.
We welcome you back to VA Memorial Stadium. Top of the 5th, moments away here at the VA as Caden Moonstone is back to the mound for his 5th inning of work here this afternoon. And thus far, what a performance it has been for the senior. 4 innings pitched, just 1 hit allowed so far. Obviously no runs and 8 strikeouts. Moonstone has struck out 7 of the last 8 batters he's faced.
Leading off for the Vikings, the right fielder, number 4, Randy Atkins.
Already had a sub-1 ERA coming into this afternoon's contest. That ERA continues to shrink as he's tossed 4 scoreless innings here at the VA. Randy Atkins, the leadoff man for the Vikings, down on the count, 0-2. Rest of the due up for Symmes Valley, the first baseman Xander Hearn and left fielder Mason Stevenson. One-two from Moonstone, catches the outside corner. Good for the first out of the inning in the senior's 9th K this afternoon.
Xander Hearn.
One ball and 1 strike, the count to Xander Hearn. He is, many of the batters in the Vikings lineup have been down on strikes back in his first plate appearance that came in the 2nd inning. So far for Symmes Valley, there's only been 1 inning that was not 3 up, 3 down. And that came in the 2nd as Tanner Thompson led things off with a single. 1-2 pitch just does catch the outside corner now. 10 Ks for Caden Moonstone.
The left fielder, number 5, Mason Stevenson.
10 Ks for Moonstone throughout the first 14 recorded outs for Whiteoak. Now the left fielder, Mason Stevenson. He is well down on strikes back in the second inning. One pitch, a breaking ball. Now 1 ball and 2 strikes. 1-2 offering from Moonstone on the way. Swung on and missed. Moonstone fans the side. For the second time this afternoon, 11 Ks for the senior through just 5 innings of work. Whiteoak remains out in front, 3-0. We'll head to the bottom of the 5th here in a moment on Southern Ohio Sports Authority, presented by OhioHealth.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by Willie & Son Trucking. Willie & Son Trucking has been a proud supporter of local student athletes, coaches, and athletic programs throughout its history. Be sure to look out for the Shack Athlete of the Week presented by Willie & Son Trucking each week at SOSAOhio.com.
Kimberly. Tons of practice. 1 chop away from a black belt. 7 of the best sidekicks. And 5 years since her cancer diagnosis at OhioHealth.
Fourth consecutive scoreless inning for Caden Moonstone in the top of the 5th. Just allowed 1 hit through 5 innings of work, along with 11 strikeouts. That is through 15 recorded outs. 11 of them have gone down on strikes. What a performance it has been for the senior here at the VA this afternoon. Wildcats will look to add on to their 3-0 lead, as it'll be 3-4-5 and Eli Roberts, Jacob Kiley, and Dakota Clift here in the home half of the 5th inning. First pitch off speed from Tanner Korn, who is out for his 5th inning of work. Called strike, 0-1 to begin the plate appearance for Eli Roberts, who is 1 for 1 with an RBI single back in the first. 0-1 pitch, slapped to the right side and foul. So Roberts now down in the hole, 0-2 to begin the bottom of the 5th inning. Time called in the batter's box by Eli Roberts. Only returning all Shack selection from the 6th the Wildcats had a season ago. 0-2 pitch, way outside, now 1-2. Along with his all-Shack selection, a second-team all-district selection in the Southeast District in Division 4. 1-2 pitch from Tanner Korn, popped up to the left side. Tanner Thompson moving in. He'll make the grab to retire the leadoff man, Eli Roberts. Nice play in foul territory by Thompson.
Now batting the designated hitter, number 18, Jacob Kiley.
So now the designated hitter, Jacob Kiley, looking for his first base knock this afternoon. (1-0) from Tanner Korn. Check swing, Kiley able to hold up. So the freshman now has a favorable count. 2 balls and no strikes. Breaking ball well inside, now 3-0. .30 pitch as many do find the zone now. 3 balls and 1 strike to the DH, Jacob Kiley. 3-1 pitch downstairs, a 5-pitch walk for Kiley.
The catcher, number 22, Dakota Clift.
So now Dakota Clift, he's 1 for 2 with an RBI single in the first inning, down on strikes in his most recent plate appearance that came in the 3rd inning. As Tanner Korn works his way through this Wildcat lineup for the 3rd time. Korn steps off, throw over to first base. Kiley back in safely. First pitch to Clift off the plate, 1-0. Another throw over to first base. Kiley once again back in safely. Once again, Tanner Korn falling behind in the count. Second consecutive batter for Whiteoak to have a 2 balls and no strikes count. .20 upstairs, now 3-0. So far, the exact same pair of at-bats. As it was 3 consecutive balls to Jacob Kiley, a strike and then a ball, and it has been the same thus far to Dakota Clift. Pitch is called a strike as Kiley takes off for second base. He's thrown out at second base. So now 2 outs and a full count to Dakota Clift. .3-2 bounced left side, fielded by Thompson, who has trouble with the baseball. Throw onto first is not in time. Fifth error today by this Vikings defense.
The third baseman, number 27, Jonah Michael.
So the third baseman, Jonah Michael, strides in 0 for 2 thus far. 1 runner aboard, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Snap throw over to first base. Clift originally leaning towards second. Able to just sneak his right hand back in to be safe. Cliff takes off from first. Throw down from Will Jones is not in time. Tight play at second base as it looked like the ball initially beat Cliff to the bag. So the discussion now would be if shortstop Luke Neese was able to make the tag before Cliff reached the bag. Coach Eric Holland out of the dugout to discuss the call, but with no replay available, not much of a challenge. Assuming the conversation is just that he missed the tag, or was the tag not applied in time, or what was the reason for Cliff to be called safe? Of course, we'll never know, but once again, it did look like the throw from Jones beat the runner, Dakota Cliff, to the bag. But nonetheless, it will be a stolen base for Cliff. Runner in scoring position with 2 down for Jonah Michael. Two-one pitch, swung on and missed. Now 2 balls and 2 strikes to the third baseman, Jonah Michael. 2 outs, runner on second base. 3-0 lead for Whiteoak. Clift off from second, hit and run. Bouncer to the second baseman, Andy Stroh, who makes the throw over to first base for the 3rd out of the inning. Scoreless frame for Tanner Korn as the lead remains at 3 for the Wildcats. Top of the 6th coming up here at VA Memorial Stadium. We'll take a quick break. You're watching Ohio High School Baseball on Southern Ohio Sports Authority, presented by OhioHealth.
Williams has transferred to Wendy's for the new loaded nacho cheeseburger.
This burger's my inspiration, and I just hope to inspire you.
Oh, you have inspired us.
Thought we were doing names on the headband.
Get it together. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's new loaded nacho cheeseburger.
Richer. Countless nights in the garage. 8 shiny new pistons. 1 very happy 16-year-old granddaughter. And 2 years since starting cancer treatment at OhioHealth.
Glow Fiber is now in Ohio. And with gig speed fiber internet, we're keeping things real. As in real, reliable speeds. Real people who really want to talk to you. Not to mention, real simple pricing. Switch to Glow Fiber today to get real fast, real reliable fiber internet and your first month free. Glow Fiber is here. Welcome to Glow Ohio. Call 1-833-WANT-GLOW or visit glowfiber.com to switch today.
We welcome you back to VA Memorial Stadium. Through 5, it's been all Whiteoak as they currently lead 3-0 here in the visiting half of the 6th inning. Symmes Valley looking to put some runs on the board as it will be 8-9-1 for the Vikings here in this half inning. Center fielder Grady Holland will lead things off for Symmes. Caden Moonstone out for his 6th frame this afternoon. Has Holland all kinds of off balance as he's now down in the count, 0-2. Oh, 2 pitch, swung on and missed. 12 Ks for Caden Moonstone. Make that 5 in a row.
No batting, the designated hitter number 2, Zane Wilson.
1-2 pitch from Moonstone, swung on and missed.
The shortstop, number 24, Luke Lees.
6 consecutive strikeouts for Caden Moonstone, 13 on the afternoon. The 6, 7, 8, and 9 batters for Symmes Valley have accounted for 8 of the 13 strikeouts for Caden Moonstone. All are 0 for 2 with 2 Ks. Back to the top of the lineup for Symmes Valley in Luke Neese. 0 for 1, drawing a walk to begin the ball game for Symmes. Three-one pitch misses upstairs. The second walk this afternoon for Luke Neese.
Number 25, Will Jones.
Just the third base runner allowed by Moonstone, as he's walked Luke Neese twice and Tanner Thompson had a single in the second inning. A 1 pitch bounce to the third baseman, Jonah Michael. Throw over to first base is just barely in time to nab Will Jones, and that'll put a cap on the top of the 6th. Symmes remains scoreless. Whiteoak leading 3-0 as we head to the bottom of the 6th here at the VA. You're watching Ohio High School Baseball on Southern Ohio Sports Authority, presented by OhioHealth.
Mark. 6 months of training. 8 miles to go. A 3-way tie for almost last place. And 3 years since he and his team at OhioHealth left cancer in the dust.
Hey, Mike Glockner here from the Glockner family of dealerships. Want to talk to you about our express service that we offer at every Glockner location. Did you know that you don't need an appointment if you need a routine service done to your vehicle? All you have to do is show up. No appointment necessary. Stop by and let us serve you at any Glockner location today.
Three to nothing is our score as we've reached the home half of the 6th inning. It'll be 7-8-9 for Whiteoak. This half inning with the first baseman Jason Applegate, center fielder Isaiah Clift, and right fielder Cameron Storms. This trio of hitters 0 for 5 thus far as they'll all look for their first base knocks this afternoon. For Applegate, a walk in the second and a strikeout in the third. Tanner Korn back out onto the mound for Symmes Valley. Hitters count now for Applegate. 2 balls and no strikes to begin the bottom of the 6th. 2-0 from Tanner Korn, low and away. .30 pitch downstairs, a 4-pitch walk for Jason Applegate. His second of the afternoon.
Isaiah Cliff.
Pitch gets away from Will Jones. Applegate off from first. Jones's throw to second base is off target, as Luke Neese never really had a play once he caught the baseball. So now the leadoff man in scoring position, still nobody out. 1 ball and no strikes the count to Isaiah Clift. Snap throw to second base is in time to nab the leadoff man, Jason Applegate. Had Applegate off balance, leaning towards third base. Strong throw to Neese, covering the bag for the first down of the inning. Big time play by the sophomore on the mound. Quick mound visit for the Vikings. 2 balls and no strikes with 1 out, nobody on to Isaiah Clift, the center fielder for the Wildcats, who currently lead 3-0 here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Looks like Tanner Korn will remain on the bump for the Vikings. Truthfully, hasn't been too bad of a day on the mound. 5 hits, 3 runs, although 5 errors from his defense behind him. No run support as well. 2-0 as Cliff squares around to bunt, pulls back. A called strike by our home plate umpire, now 2-1. Payoff pitch sent to straightaway center field. Grady Holland moving in, diving effort, unable to make the grab.
Great fielder number 5, Cameron Storms.
So now a man on, 1 away for the right fielder, Cameron Storms. After Storms, it's back to the top of the lineup with the shortstop, Xander Rhodes, awaiting on deck. Quick throw over to first base is in time to nab Isaiah Cliff. Second consecutive pickoff that ended up being successful for the pitcher, Tanner Korn. Not too often you get two successful pickoffs in one inning. But the sophomore has done just that here in the bottom of the sixth. Two balls and one strike. The count now to Cameron Storms. Two-two pitch in there. Strike three call. Fifth strikeout this afternoon for Tanner Korn as he tosses a scoreless frame. We'll head to the top of the seventh. One last chance for Symmes Valley. They'll need three as they currently trail 3-0 to the Wildcats of Whiteoak. We'll take a quick break. You're watching Ohio High School Baseball on Southern Ohio Sports Authority, presented by OhioHealth.
There's not a Parmar store near you now, there will be soon. That's the slogan, and that's what we believe at Parmar stores. From groceries to gas and all the other stuff you need, Parmar has it. Download the Parmar app for even more savings, and don't forget the Parmar Rewards Card too. We also believe in being a big part of your community, so look for us at the ball game or wherever you are. Shop us today, like us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and remember, if there's not a Parmar store near you now, there will be soon.
This presentation of high school sports on Southern Ohio Sports Authority is brought to you in part by your local McDonald's. McDonald's proudly supports all area athletes again this season. Visit your local McDonald's in Chillicothe, Circleville, Greenfield, and Waverly, and be sure to check out SOSA's newly relaunched podcast, Overtime, presented by McDonald's.
We welcome you back to VA Memorial Stadium. Caden Moonstone looking to make it a 7-inning complete game shutout. As he's out to the mound for his 7th frame of work. He'll face the 3-4-5, which will be Tanner Korn, Tanner Thompson, and Randy Atkins. The man on deck, Tanner Thompson, the only Viking thus far with a base hit. One-0 pitch bounced left side. Michael moving down the line. Throw to first on the run. What a play by the third baseman, Jonah Michael, to retire the leadoff man, Tanner Korn.
The third baseman, number 12, Tanner Thompson.
So now Tanner Thompson, 1 for 2 with a single in the second. Two-one pitch lifted shallow left side. Shortstop Xander Rhodes will bring it in now, 2 away.
The right fielder, number 4, Randy Atkins.
Now the right fielder, Randy Atkins. The Vikings are now down to their final out. 0-2 the count to Atkins. Vikings now down to their final strike. Moonstone with the 0-2 pitch, swung on and missed. Complete game shutout, one hitter for Moonstone along with 14 Ks. As Moonstone moves to 4-2 here in 2024. What a performance it was for the senior and the rest of the Wildcats. They now advance to 13-3 on the season. We'll take a quick break. Be back with the post-game show here on Southern Ohio Sports Authority, presented by OhioHealth.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by Willie & Son Trucking. Willie & Son Trucking has been a proud supporter of local student-athletes, coaches, and athletic programs throughout its history. Be sure to look out for the Shack Athlete of the Week, presented by Willie & Son Trucking, each week at SOSAOhio.com.
Kimberly. Tons of practice. One chop away from a black belt. 7 of the best sidekicks. And 5 years since her cancer diagnosis at OhioHealth.
We welcome you back to VA Memorial Stadium as we look to put a cap on this afternoon's matchup between Symmes Valley and Whiteoak. 3-0 win for the Wildcats, their 13th win of the season, as they are now 13-3. Symmes Valley falls to 9-6. We'll quickly go over the box score for both squads. We'll start with Symmes Valley. Very brief. Luke Neese goes 0 for 1, but did draw 2 walks. One of 2 Vikings batters to reach base, and he did so 2 times. So pretty solid day for the shortstop. And then Tanner Thompson goes 1 for 3 with a single in the second inning. The only base hit for the Vikings this afternoon, as Caden Moonstone was absolutely untouchable on the mound for Whiteoak here this afternoon. And on the mound, Tanner Korn, 7 innings pitched, 5 hits, 3 runs, only 1 earned, along with 6 Ks. So not too bad of a performance for the sophomore Tanner Korn on the bump for the Vikings. For Whiteoak, Xander Rhodes goes 2 for 3 with a run scored. Caden Moonstone will get to his pitching, his day on the mound in a moment, but first at the plate. Goes 0 for 3, did reach on an error and eventually came around to score. Eli Roberts 1 for 3 with an RBI. Dakota Clift 1 for 3 with an RBI as well. And Caden Moonstone on the mound. 7 innings pitched, 1 hit, obviously no runs, and 14 strikeouts for the senior. Don't know his career highs in that category, but I'd say 14 is up there. Not too many guys reach 14 Ks, especially when we're talking about a 7-inning baseball game, as that's 2/3 of the recorded outs for Whiteoak. Is in 7 innings, you're only going to record 21 outs, and 14 of them down on strikes. So an outstanding day for Caden Moonstone. For Symmes Valley, they'll take on Eastern tomorrow night in Willowwood before taking on Oak Hill in a big-time SOC2 contest, also at home next Monday. Big SOC2 implications on the line next Monday in that matchup. For Whiteoak, tomorrow night, they'll take on Fairfield for the second time, as both teams are knotted up at 7-2 atop of the Shack 1. Winner will have the outright first place designation to their name. Fairfield took the first one 2-0 about 11 days ago, back on April 13th, so should be a fun matchup in the Shack 1 tomorrow night. Whiteoak also another league contest down at Ripley on Friday. That'll do it for our coverage of Southern Ohio High School baseball here on Southern Ohio Sports Authority. Dewey Daly signing off. This has been Southern Ohio Sports Authority, presented by Ohio.